Welcome, soccer family. This is Coach Yoff Marston with the Aspire International Football Academy. Just want to go over a quick set piece off a corner kick that we typically like to do. Again, I'm using this tool really for obviously any team that is interested in running something similar. Also, mainly for players that are maybe new to our team that are not used to kind of knowing how we play on some of these plays. So what I want to do is at least go over this concept. We wouldn't do this all the time, but this would be one of the different pieces that we have, set pieces that we'll have in a corner kick. So we typically call this one number one. I mean, there's no real idea behind it. We just, what we do is pretty much in our case, we have a tall center back, kind of, notice we're back in threes in the back here. We have someone that's fairly tall. Could be a center back, could be a striker, someone that can kind of shield the vision, if you would, from the goalkeeper. Just to kind of, hover around here. No contact, just kind of being in the way a little bit. Now, your corner kick player basically would be the one that's looking to play the ball into this gap right here. Now notice you have some reds here. Yes, they're typically kind of, spaced out, if you would. And one of the reasons why we call one is that we have everyone that's involved in the play line up in this kind of, I guess we can call it a one formation, or, at the top of the 18. This typically causes for example, in this case, the team in red to kind of, not quite sure who to mark, because obviously they won't come all the way out here and mark anyone, but they'll kind of hover around this area, creating a huge gap in this area, right? So what the idea is, what you want the ball to be played into this gap right here. This player is not necessarily involved in the play other than kind of like a vision blocking person for the goalkeeper. But what you want to do is make sure there's a signal from the corner kick taker. He puts his hands up, go down. And what you typically want to do is then have runs. Like I said, the goal is to get it into this box in here. Yes, you may have a player here. Yes, you may have a player here. But they're more concerned about the players that are coming off of these runs. So hands up and then down. Now you have runs from, basically, like I said, you'd have the one person come here. You have another person kind of flanking out here. You'll have a run from someone kind of around here, and then kind of just a trailer right here. So as the ball gets played here, yes, you have opportunities here. Yeah, if he misses the ball, you have an opportunity here. Boom, and that could be a goal. We've even seen situations where, based off the confusion that happens, the ball gets, the defender maybe miskicked the ball, and this guy somehow still ends with the ball and kind of head it in, or just lay it off for a pass right here for a shot. So it just creates a lot of confusion from a marking standpoint. It's a nightmare for defenders to kind of have to decide, should they mark anyone? Should they kind of zone mark? A good team will typically probably say, okay, let's counter this by just zone marking these guys, rather than zone marking the space, rather than sort of kind of getting right up in here. Typically, like I said, we get teams that are still thinking they could mark in here, not realizing these guys are going to actually peel off and go into these gaps, leaving a huge gap in here. Typically, this player can play the ball into this area. So just a concept to think of. Again, you as the coach, or whoever you are, deciding, maybe the captain, deciding whoever wants to make the runs short. You do want to cover the gaps, right? So I always mark it off in 3 spots. You have 1, 2, and 3.